I call these sort of eddies. We started using these boundaries and these perimeters to set up these conditions. To create clear paths, this sort of primary circulation, the secondary circulation, the dotted lines through the plazas, and then using boundary conditions for places for people to rest. All the while, of course, ensuring that not only did it work for informal meetings and groups, but also had enough capacity for very large formal gatherings. So the tough part here was, well, what do the boundaries want to be? So this isn't a building. We have a couple of stairs, sure, but that's not really a boundary. And we came up with this idea of looking at how people wanted to sit and use this space and how they wanted to be. Some of those other photos I showed, for example, the group standing around the newspaper stand having a meeting. You know, is there a better spot for them? So we came up with all these very, very long 50 to 60 feet benches that changed throughout the length so that people could sit on them, they could lay on them, they could stand on them, all of these different sort of ergonomic positions. We had no idea, by the way, whether or not this was going to work, so we had commissioned a prototype. This is actually just some foam painted with some very tough rubber. And about 2 seconds after we removed the construction tape from this is what happened. Almost instantly, someone that looks like they definitely would not want to do this jumped up on top to get a different perspective, and people were just inhabiting it almost immediately. So we knew that at least the benches were going to be very successful. And in fact, some of these benches are now installed today, and you can't actually get people off them, which is a great thing. But if you notice actually what it's doing, unfortunately maybe these people are an exception. If you look at it, everyone is gathered around these benches, and all of a sudden it's opened up these avenues and pathways on either side where now people can actually move. People actually have some room because there's a sort of magnet point for everyone to be. Just more interesting ways people are using it.